So what is the first condition if the cyclone should be formed? The surface temperature of the ocean, it should be 27 degrees. Number two, the ocean depth of at least 60 meters deep. Where this will form, there the depth of the ocean should be at least 60 meters deep. If the depth is less than this one, the tropical cyclone will not form. The number three, these conditions occurring between, and what is this is 5 and 20. These are the degrees. For example, when you are talking about the protector, so your protector, you see it is starting from 0 and it is going to 180 degree. So here it is divided into 180 degrees. In the same way, where they're saying that when everything is set, temperature is 27, the ocean is 60 meters deep. After that, where is the position? Like at 5 to 20 degree, 5 to 20 degree angle, where north and south to have sufficient Coriolis effect, mean rotation of the earth, to make the air spin. So they have a special, you can say, the area where it can come. Why? Because if you produce here, it cannot spin the air. So if it is between that 5 or 20, then it can spin the air quite. So mainly here, what you have to remember, the conditions, and you will find them in some question also. Temperature 25 degree, 27 degree, which temperature? Ocean surface. After that, the depth 60, and where these condition where should be, these condition, it should be where 5 to 20 degree between the north and south to have the sufficient Coriolis effect. Everyone clear what are the causes or the condition of the tropical cyclone? Any confusion?
Yes.
Good. Okay. Now, after that, very little wind shear, mean change in wind speed or direction, allows the vertical development of the storm. Now they're saying that what is the other condition? That there should be a little change in wind speed. For example, if the wind is blowing, okay, so the direction is changed little bit, not that much that suddenly it will change from here. So you'll find that, for example, it's coming like this, suddenly it will change little bit, very little. So it goes like this. And after that, if it is the wind speed is less, then it will make it slowly, it will create it. Okay. After that, these conditions exist between May and November. This is also, they can ask the question, in which months there are more chances for tropical cyclone. So May and November in the northern hemisphere, and between November and May in southern hemisphere. So this is the two, it means both. One is May to November and other is November to May. Understand? And May to November where? Northern, and November to May where? Southern hemisphere. So these, now we will see how it creates with the help of diagram. See here. Okay. Now we'll see it by steps. Now step number 1, warm moist air moves over the ocean. You know that whenever air or any gas becomes hot, it rises up. This is the rule. Why? Because when it becomes hot, it's become less dense, and less dense is always rises up. So when here, due to sunlight, the air will rise up. This air is moist because it has water vapors, and due to it is on the surface of the ocean, so it will rise up. So it is moist. Moist means has water vapors. So this is the first step. What is the first step happens? That the air, warm air, but with the moisture, it rises up. Number two, water vapors rises into the atmosphere. Now they came to the atmosphere up from ocean. From here they come to the atmosphere. Number three, as the water vapor rises, they cool down and condensed into liquid droplets in the form of clouds, you can say. This is the third step. It is just seems to be a water cycle. If you remember, we did the water cycle, the same patterns going on till here. After that, whenever the condensation happens, it releases the energy. For example, simply if you have a gas or you can have a steam, its temperature is high. You want to make it liquid. Of course, you have to cool it down. If you cool down the gas, then you can convert into liquid. And when you cool down anything, heat goes out or from the liquid. The same thing they're saying that condensation release heat into atmosphere, making the air more lighter. When the heat comes out from the droplets, the air around it becomes more lighter and also rises up. Fourth step. Fifth step, the warmed air continues to rise and moist air from the ocean taking its place, creating more wind. For example, warm rise, the air goes up. This is empty place. To take that gap from down, the air comes up like this. So they go more up, you can see here, going up, more up, and from here more. Is it clear? Any confusion?
Yes, it's clear.
Okay. Now, how it rotates now. See, we'll see that how the tropical storm, how they make a rotation. Now, we'll see the first one. We'll see the step one. Now, see, temperature is 26 or you can say 27. The water evaporates from the ocean surface and comes in contact with the mass of cold air, forming clouds here. We just discussed now. From here, water rises due to evaporation and comes here in the form of clouds, and there is warm. You can say with the air also, there cold air. Number two, a column of low pressure develops in the center. When it comes in the center here, okay, because the air is moving like in this direction. So in the center, there is a low pressure. For example, when you can see here, when the air rises, the water vaporizes up, up, up. So in the center, somewhere here, you will find that the less pressure, the air pressure becomes less. And that air pressure develops a air column or wind column, and it starts to rotate around that thing. And when the air pressure in the center becomes more weak, so it becomes, the spin becomes more stronger. And this center is known as the eye of the storm. This will also come in further notes. We'll see that one. So like this, the speed of the wind around it increases and it's become more and more severe, and then it creates the cyclone, and the speed of the wind also increases. Got it?
Yes.
Okay. Now they have divided the tropical cyclone in different categories according to its strength or according to its intensity. For example, they are saying that if the wind speed remains from 119 to 153 kilometer per hour, so at that time, damage will be minimal. I mean, it will be create the damage, but not that much. That is known as minimal damage. And what is the speed? From 119 to 153. It can be plus minus, means it can be 116. Here it can be 152 or 150. So no need to be worried about this one. If the wind speed goes from 154 to 177 kilometer per hour, so that is known as moderate damage. If the wind speed becomes 178 to 208 kilometer per hour. That is known as extensive damage. You can see here the first diagram, nothing happening, only wind. If you see the second diagram, they create some damage. You can see here. And also plants. In third, you can see the damage is more. You can see here. And the plant, you can see they are bending more and more. In the fourth, if the speed becomes 209 up to 250 kilometer per hour, you can see the plants, they are uprooted. They are out of the soil now. And you can see the roof is also going out. That is known as extreme damage. And after that, the last category, if the speed become 252 and above than that kilometer per hour, so that is known as catastrophic category. And you can see everything, the houses and the plants and everything is going out.